Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I know you're all good. Thanks, audience members, for coming. We really appreciate it. My name's Danny, and we're Group 1.
How's it going? I'm Jason.
Hi, everybody. My name is Devin.
Hi, everyone. My name is Naya.
Hey, I'm Michael.
Hi, I'm Kiana.
Okay. Yay. All right, Naya, do you want to introduce it?
Yeah. So in today's presentation, we will be demonstrating the language that is an obstacle to communication, in particular slang. This can be found in chapter 6 of the book. Slang is defined as the use of existing or newly invented words to take the place of standard or traditional words with the intent of adding an unconventional, non-standard, humorous, or rebellious effect. It is generally used in a non-formal setting.
So we chose this skill because it's applicable for young people, typically young people from different backgrounds and different regions. So language being very fluid can actually clash at times when people have different ways of describing the same thing.
Yes, so in our skit, we're just going to kind of show like different instances of someone using slang. And we want you to kind of keep an eye out for like any miscommunications that can happen through the use of slang. So just like keep a heads up for that. Okay, so now I think we're going to go into our skit. All right, Kiana, take it away.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone, and good morning. Thanks for joining me in this meeting that I've called. You know, here at Foods for Friends, we really strive to make sure your pet has the best possible foods for them. But I noticed the last quarter that our sales have gone down at least 13%, and that's a really big problem. So I hope you guys have brought your thinking brains and your creative ideas, and I just want to go over some things that might help us get our sales back up where they used to be. Does anyone have any ideas for maybe marketing, advertising, anything like that?
I've got an idea. I'm thinking possibly we look into the ingredients that we use and maybe find a way to make that cheaper so that the sales hit isn't so much on us. There's different avenues we could take. It's kind of a financial recovery we want here.
Okay, let me get that down. Cheaper.
Good crew with good fools. I'm thinking that we get new products. I'm thinking, you know what I mean? We get new products. We get these new products with new bowls, new doggy water splashes. You know what I mean? We get that, and we're real tight.
Right. So you're saying tighten up the collars so that way the dogs can eat easier. Got you.
Nah. I mean, we get dog bowls. They're real tight, real slick
So-
dog bowls. Know what I mean?
So smaller dog bowls?
No.
Yes, smaller dog bowls. Got it.
More slick, more fresh.
Wouldn't we want them to stay in place?
Yeah, I don't think slickness would really improve the dog bowls. It might slip all over the kitchen. I don't think owners would appreciate that.
You're not
Does anyone else have an idea?
You don't get me like that.
Well, recently I heard that customers were complaining about the amount of food that we have in our bag. So maybe our issue is more of the quantity and not the quality of our food. So we can switch that up.
Right, quality over quantity. Got it.
Let's see, possibly we could improve some sales techniques. I think Danny had an idea that I overheard the other day.
Yes, I was thinking to kind of like engage a new customer market. We could really be like going out on the street and kind of pitching it to new customers. So go to like farmers markets or pet stores and giving out some free samples to people's dogs and seeing how they respond. I think that there's, nothing like customer facing interactions to like gain trust and get some new customers.
All right, free
I
samples.
was thinking by the form of advertisement. Yeah.
We need new crunk doggy biscuits. We need that crunchy. You know what I mean? With dogs gonna be eating up real good. That crunchy, that good dog food.
Oh, the dancing dog biscuits. Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. Dancing dog biscuits.
Crunk, something that's real fresh, some real nice dog biscuits.
Oh,
Yeah,
fresher
real crunch,
ingredients.
fresh
Good idea.
days.
I think fresher ingredients is a good idea. I think that's like one of our big selling points is that we're like all
Yeah.
organic and we have like the highest quality.
I'm talking something that's more, you know what I mean? Something more applicable to all our furry friends, all the treats and yum yums that all dogs can enjoy, you know? You know what I mean?
Are you saying change our name to Namin?
I don't think you guys are getting what I'm saying. I don't think you're getting what I'm saying.
No,
think
I
you
think, 'cause
brought
I
up
think
a
a
good
new
point,
name
though.
would be good. So I think maybe if we change our marketing, we change our name to Namin, like Namin Yum
It'll
Yum.
attract
You know,
more
is
people.
that what you're saying?
You do your own thing. Do your own thing, y'all.
I think you brought up a good point though, saying like making something for all our furry friends. We could like expand into cat food.
We can
And,
go
like,
into
Yeah,
smaller
rabbit food.
mammals even.
I think that's a good idea.
That would be perfect.
It's definitely something to think about. I think we'd have to do a little research, but I think it's definitely something that could contribute to higher sales.
Jason, you've had like so many good ideas. Do you have any way that we could like improve our logos?
You know what? More money, more problems. I don't even know what you guys are doing. You don't even listen to me. I'm putting all this good information. You're just not even hearing me back. I just don't know what to say anymore.
We're hearing you. You said, let's go back to the old logo. Got you. Oh my gosh. We haven't used that logo in about 5 years. So let's get back to it. We're hearing you back. Yeah.
Maybe the nostalgia
Great
factor will really click.
I agree. I think that could be good.
Yeah, bring back our old customers.
That'd be fantastic.
So I think we came up with a lot of really good ideas during this meeting. I think we just got to figure out how to implement them, but I think we have some good stuff to work with.
Right. I'm going to table all these fantastic ideas and we'll see how they work out for this quarter. And then we'll reconvene and discuss new ideas if need be. So thank you guys for coming to the meeting.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Peace. I'm out.
All right.
And scene.
And scene.
Okay, so does anybody have any type of questions that they would like to ask about our scene? No questions.
We
Okay.
just very quickly too, I'd like to just break down the our scene in the sense that just make sure you all understand that everyone's trying to give out new sales ideas to improve sales over our next quarter. And me, one of the 5 employees under this one manager, is just trying to bounce off new ideas. But I try to say, output my ideas in my own personal language. I use my personal life and not something I should bring into the workplace. And I think my coworkers and my employer had a hard time understanding me because of the slang I used.
So we had a question for you guys as the audience members, and we were wondering, do you guys have like any strategies that you think Jason should have implemented, or maybe even Kiana, to kind of improve the level of communication? Because it seems like there was a lot of like miscommunication.
Hi, I think maybe Jason, no, maybe Kiana or whoever was talking to Jason. Is that the one that was using his own language?
Yes.
Maybe you guys could have tried the feedback method to like, oh, well, you guys were kind of doing that, but instead of him getting frustrated, just trying to explain better what he was trying to say.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or being able to adopt how other people are communicating around you, especially in work settings, figuring out how everyone else, how the majority of the group is communicating, and see if that's something that you can employ also.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, there's definitely a lack of communication in that scene.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess
I think,
oh, sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Go on,
You went.
Kiana.
Okay, fine. I'll go. So as the manager, like maybe I could have, instead of assuming what Jason meant by his slang terms, I could have just simply asked. But at no point did I say, like, what do you mean by this word? Or how could we use this strategy? I was just like, oh, this is what you meant, and here's your idea.
Rolling with it. And I had kind of a question for the audience as well. If you've ever been in a situation where, you know, you're in a new group or you're in like a new work setting, something where there's a very specific language being used, have you ever been in a situation where you don't understand it, or have you been the person not being understood? And if so, did you feel excluded? Did you feel in some way negative, positive? Just like to know about anyone that's been in these kinds of situations.
Hey, so yeah, I've actually been in this situation. It was more so during work. I was kind of new and they were like using terms to like describe merchandise I've never used before. Like I kind of asked like, oh, what was that? They kind of gave like a brief description. I still didn't understand. I still kind of felt excluded. And then like what I did after, I kind of asked like someone more privately, like one-on-one, to kind of get a better description. Because like if I felt like I asked them again, I would have felt like I was wasting their time. But it made me feel kind of hurt, but I kind of knew not to take it too personally because I was still new and learning. But yeah, that was just my experience.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that, and I don't think that's your fault. I think that's exactly what we're talking about and what you should try to avoid in a professional setting. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that happens in like workplaces a lot, especially when it's a field you don't know or you are new to. Is a lot of our new employees, especially in healthcare right now, everything's so busy, and they're trying to figure out how to best do their jobs, but they feel like they should be somewhere where we don't expect them to be. So communication has always fixed that for us in teaching our new employees and making sure they're up to speed before we enter a meeting or before we have a meeting like this or before we're caring for a patient. Make sure they understand the words that we're using.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, that seems very helpful, that type of environment.
All right, well, I think that's it for our audience engagement and our questions. I'd like to conclude our presentation saying thank you all so much for coming. I want to reiterate that slang is the use of existing or newly invented words to take place of the standard or traditional words with the intent of adding an unconventional, non-standard, or humorous or rebellious effect. And that's in our skit. That's exactly, I think, what we try to demonstrate is like almost a rebellious, like using slang in a rebellious way where no one could understand me, and there's a complete lack of communication and understanding. And yeah, I think in our skit, using the use of slang, using the use of personal language instead of professional language was counterproductive when conveying our ideas or my ideas, and also limited the whole group's understanding, not just one person's. It interfered with the whole group's communication. And in general, slang should be left out of the professional environment. It is okay to be used in your personal environment, but yeah, overall, language is a gateway to understanding and the key to communication, and slang will only get in the way of this. So thank you so much for coming, and that's our presentation.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.